2025 is shaping up to be an absolutely incredible year for video games. If everything goes well, we'll be getting GTA 6 and we're definitely going to be getting a brand new Nintendo system. Today I want to talk about the games that I want for the Nintendo Switch 2. What a brilliant life the Nintendo Switch has had. All the amazing games that it's released over the past 7 years, and now we get to start this rotation all over again. I'm talking about the games that I would like for the Nintendo Switch 2. There's going to be a lot of weird games here, but this is just what I'm hoping for, okay? Let's start with the games that will realistically come out. We'll get to the delusional parts later. First up, I want a brand new Mario game. Every 3D Mario game that's like ever been released has been revolutionary for the video game industry. I think we can all agree, like outside of Sunshine, the rest of them have been like unbelievable. Let's take Mario 64 for example. This is still one of the most speedrun games of all time and it's so old. Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 are regarded as like the best Mario games of all time, and Super Mario Odyssey is the very best Mario game of all time, without a shadow of a doubt. It was and it will forever be the best Switch game ever. Now of course there's a bit of argument over that with Zelda, but like in my opinion, man, it's levels above it. The movement system with Cappy was just so revolutionary. That added with the amazing boss fights, the beautiful world and the amazing gameplay. It was a 10 out of 10 instantly, man. It was so freaking massive as well. 999 moons to collect. In what other Mario game are you even remotely close to like collecting all those? You know, when you're 100%ing most games, you know, it gets a bit repetitive, but not this. It was just pure fun the entire time. So yeah, I want the new 3D Mario game. I don't care if it's Super Mario Odyssey 2 or Super Mario Galaxy 3 or a brand new title. I just freaking want one. Next up, it has to be Mario Kart 9. This is a disclaimer. I started this video before the announcement, so it's 100% confirmed that Mario Kart 9 or a Mario Kart game will be coming to the Switch 2. They nearly remastered like every single good track in the booster pass. So my main hope is that we just get all new tracks. It's a bit of a tricky one, you know, like they basically have done everything in Mario Kart 8. Like the booster pass remastered like every big track that I can think of. Like I want a huge roster, but like they've already have a gigantic roster for Mario Kart 8. So it's like, how are they going to build on that? Fucking do it again and do it better and do it bigger and bring more characters into it and new tracks. That's what I want. I'm also looking for a bit more customization. At the moment, you know, you can only customize like 3 parts of the vehicle. Hopefully they can make that like way bigger now. So yeah, that's what I want. Like Mario Kart 8 fed us well, man, you know what I mean? But regardless, I'm extremely excited to see what they do next. Next up, I would like to see the return of the Wii series games, but like for the Switch 2. I've been saying this from day one, they should bring back Woohoo Island. It was just so fun to have like Woohoo Island. It was like this base for the Wii series games. So it wasn't just in Wii Sports Resort, but it was in Wii Fit and Wii Fit U, and it made appearances in all these different things, you know what I mean? But sadly, I think that ship has sailed, man. Switch Sports was the final chance they had to kind of bring it back, but they just went the completely opposite direction. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Spoko Square, but like it's no Woohoo Island, man. I suppose it did make its way back into Mario Kart 8 as like a challenge map, so it did make an appearance on the Switch, so that's like kind of the only thing I'm clinging onto, that it could possibly make it to the Switch too, but you know, it's a long shot, man, a long shot. If the Woohoo thing is gone, I would really prefer like if they made a brand new thing. Look, even take from like Spoko Square. Maybe use Spoko Square as like the brand new hub or whatever, you know, just like what Woohoo was for the Wii and the Wii U. You know, they could start making fit games again and sports games again, you know, revitalize that crack, you know, or maybe like Wii Play or something like that. But this is kind of the delusion I'm talking about. Like this is never going to happen, you know what I mean? Not in this day and age. Next up, I would love a continuation of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The Super Mario Bros. Series, I think we gotta let that go. I think we gotta keep that in the Switch era and just leave it go. It was a great run. They had many a good game, but it's time to leave it now. Super Mario Wonder is the future. I don't think I need to explain myself here. They're just so boring now. At the heart of it, every single new Super Mario Bros. Game was just a complete carbon copy of the last game. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the DS version and the Wii version, But after that, it's just terrible. You know, it's kind of like they said, okay, let's see how long we can copy and paste this game, like until people start to realize. And they got away with it for years. And like you could argue and say, well, Super Mario Wonder is that, but like you can't, because it's completely different. It's baseline, it's very much the same thing, but they've changed everything from the enemies, the art style, the online play, the worlds, characters, the Wonder effect, all new effects. Something I would die for is like a new Super Mario Bros. Wonder game that had like the game length of a Mario RPG game or a Mario and Luigi game. Something where you have to sit down and like play it for like 30 hours to finish the story, and then like 100 hours to really the 100% of the game. The possibilities are endless for new stories because you've pulled it away from the Mushroom Kingdom and you've brought it into this brand new world. Endless, man. Next up, I would love a brand new Animal Crossing game. All I'm saying is, how the fuck are the developers gonna do better than Animal Crossing New Horizons? Because that game released literally at the perfect time. They'll probably have to go and cause another global pandemic to get the sales numbers as New Horizons. It absolutely blew up during that time, and I'm being honest, like that's why I got it. Like I never played any of the Animal Crossing games. This was just so popular and I was like, right, I'm doing this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like I didn't fully enjoy the game when it first came out. Like it really had to grow on me. What really happened is it introduced me to Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I had so much more fun on that game. I put endless hours into the 3DS version. So personally, what I would want is an Animal Crossing game, but make it like New Leaf. I think one of the biggest things that New Horizons did badly was all your tools would break like really easily, and that really ruined the freaking pacing of the game for me, where you'd be fishing, trying to build up your Nook miles, and then your freaking fishing rod breaks and you're like, oh my god, now I have to go collect the materials and build it again. But in New Leaf, you could just fish all day long, and it was fantastic. And following on from a new Animal Crossing games, I would also love a new Tomodachi game. I think a lot of the community is extremely surprised that we went an entire console's lifespan without getting a sequel to this game, and I think it's a very obvious choice. In like every single Nintendo Direct that I've seen for the past like 2 years, all the comments was like, oh, Tomodachi 2, when's this coming out, you know, that kind of way. Bringing like a sim kind of vibe to Mii's, it's like it's just such a clearly simple and obvious idea. Like I have no idea why they didn't capitalize on this more. They've milked the shit out of Mii's in all the other departments: sports, music, racing games, mini games, and I have no idea why they haven't dug further into simulation. So yes, I would think that would be perfect. The last game that I really want to see on the Nintendo Switch 2 would be a sequel to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. The Forgotten Land was the first Kirby game that I've ever played, and I don't even think I can go back and play old Kirby games because it was just so perfect. What stood out to me the most had to be the boss fights. They were just incredible. They had a sort of like Dark Souls vibe to them, you know, with the camera angle and the massive health bar. From what I can remember, I'm pretty certain they said there is a sequel coming. So I think it's definitely happening, but like when? Is it going to be in the first year, the second year, third year of the Switch's lifespan? I know like Kirby sucking stuff up and turning into it is the selling point of this game. So of course, like that's really what I want. I think the Kirby car was kind of like a huge selling point. So like hopefully we can do a lot more of that, and definitely keep the boss fights coming. Keep the exact same mechanics because they were absolutely perfect. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, they are the games I'm really looking forward to in the Nintendo Switch 2 lifespan. Hopefully we'll get like all of these a lot sooner than later. It's already looking to be a freaking unbelievable start because they announced the new Mario Kart, so what a way to begin. Hopefully we'll get to see these things a lot sooner. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, have a good day, goodbye.